Hey guys, I have been thinking to do this content lately but I never got the courage to do it. I know that there are a lot of BL fandoms in different parts of the world that would defend their BL ship no matter what, but forgive me for doing this video. I just want to share my thoughts about these ghost ships in BL series. Disclaimer, I'm not pushing these ships to have their own official BL series, rather a commentary one. I'm just curious on how these actors would play if their ship or partner is different from their current ship. Anyway, if you live in a different country and some BL series are not available to yours, you can use ExpressVPN to watch those restricted series. Use the link on the description below to have 49% discount and 3 months free if you opt to avail the 12-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. I'm actually a babby since the first BL of Off Gun Puppy Honey. Although they were just a side couple back then, I could already see their chemistry and compatibility with one another. But seeing some friendship moments of both Tae and Gun, I cannot stop from wondering what would be the outcome if Tae and Gun would become a couple in a certain BL series. Since Tae and Gun are both friends with each other, I don't see any problem for a compatibility issue since both of them are professional when it comes to their work. I already see some sweet moments between these two and I can say that there's a potential on their ship to be a success if it happens. Seeing how comfortable Tae and Gun are being clingy with one another, I guess it won't be difficult for them to adjust with a different partner. Two Moons the series was one of the very first BLs I have ever watched and I certainly love it. Although the story was weak when it comes to the development of the characters, the BL couples were the reason why Two Moons became a huge success. When Bae and Kim were first introduced in the show, I immediately thought that both of them could also be a main ship in a BL. I'm still a Kim Cop fan until today and I guess the ghost ship of Bae and Kim was already a thing in the past. Just like what I mentioned with Tae and Gun, Bae and Kim are also friends and compatibility or comfortability with one another won't be an issue if destiny permits them to be a main ship in a show. Singto and New were actually my very first ghost BL ship since I started watching BL series. Sotus was the first BL I have watched and was not really aware of these kinds of things in the past. When I saw New in the series, I immediately thought that he got a crush on Singto but could not say it directly to him. New and Singto actually looked good together in this series since most of the time they had interaction as friends. Although it was my first ghost BL ship, it did not really last long when I saw how the relationship of Kong and Arthit blossomed. From then on, I realized that Singto could have different partners and would just love them definitely. When Together was airing, I saw some edited pictures of Luke and Win like they were going to be a main couple in a BL show. To be honest, I kinda liked their ship not only visually but because I know how good Win as an actor. I know that there might be some Bright Win fans out there that don't want Win to be shipped with someone but it's just a harmless ghost shipping. I'm a huge fan of Bright Win since Together the series and I would love to have them another BL series. But with F4 Thailand soon to happen, the possibilities of Win having different partners on his future projects are not impossible. Both Luke and Kay do not have a BL show as of the moment but a lot of the fans are shipping them like a BL couple. I was not actually aware of their ghost ship but when I saw videos of them together here on YouTube, I think that they can do a fantastic one if they decided to do it. I was surprised that the ship of Luke and Kay is actually famous and got a lot of fans here in Thailand. Anyway, these two really have a great chemistry and seems comfortable with one another since there were a lot of times I have seen them being clingy. If this couple would be real in the future, I would definitely ship them real hard. Both Ohm and Cow were main stars of Until We Meet Again the series, and some fans even shipped this two right after the show. I guess this Ghost BL ship started when fans saw a random picture of both Ohm and Cow. These two actors are definitely doing good in their profession, and I won't be surprised if they got their own BL show in the near future. These two actually remind me of Max and Tool but with less mature scenes, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm hoping that we could have another BL with them someday. Have you noticed in my videos that I actually don't categorize these BL characters as tops and bottoms? Because in my own opinion, these characters are more than being a top and bottom. I hope that we should stop labeling them such as those because it's more of a couple thing. We always do that when we see a BL couple and immediately have a prejudice of who's going to be a top and a bottom according to their body build or even the way they talk or act. That's wrong and should not be that way. Let's break stereotyping in the community. That's the reason why I ship Fluke and Earth as a BL couple. Both of them are great actors and I can see that they could pull it off. Another Ghost BL ship that really reminds me of Max and Tool is Luke and Joss. I already see a lot of their pictures together on their own Instagram accounts and I can say that they also got a chemistry. If these two would become a BL ship in the future, I hope that they would have a plot that suits for them. We have seen Joss in action and he could definitely deliver. The series produced by GMM lately are improving in terms of production and plot. I hope they could give these two a chance to star in a BL with a much more improved story. Whenever I go back to my memories when I was still watching the first season of Love by Chance, I would not deny that I tried shipping Sin and Mean when the latter's character on the show was messing with AE and Pete. They really got a chemistry with one another and back then, I was not aware of the certain issues behind the scenes. It's undeniable that Sin could do any role given to him, and if by chance, I'm certain that he would also do great if he and Mean could be a real BL ship. Sadly, Mean already announced that he will no longer do any BL role after A Chance to Love or if Plan wouldn't be his partner. From that statement of him, Sin and Mean will be forever a Ghost BL ship. Among the 10 I have listed down in this list, I'm certain that Nanan and Jimin are the biggest Ghost BL ship ever. Since My Dear Loser, Edge of 17, they were being shipped with one another even though Jimin got his own ship in the show. It's fascinating to know how this ghost ship happened since Jimin and Plume really looked good together. Not to mention their chemistry they got. But probably the biggest reason why this Ghost BL ship still happens until today is because both these actors were seen in a lot of dramas even though it isn't a BL. Their roles were only friends with one another but fans still see them as a BL couple. Jimin and Plume only got a single special episode of Our Sky in 2018 and right after that, they don't have any more BLs. Well, Nanan and Jimin really have a great chemistry and fans could not stop to ship them as much as possible. I would be glad if these two would become a real BL ship, but for the meantime, we have Nanan and Ohm as the current and official BL ship. I'll just hope that GMM would do a BL in the future that would have 4 main cast starring Nanan, Jimin, Plume, and Ohm. If that happens, fans will certainly go crazy. Having a Ghost BL ship is okay as long as we maintain the respect on these actors and give them the privacy they deserve. There's nothing wrong in shipping them as a BL couple as long as we could still see the reality that they are still actors and those acts are only their work. If any of these ghost BL ships would happen in the near future, I'll be glad that these actors got the chance to work with other actors as well. Anyway, this is only my opinion and the current ships are still my favorites. Thank you for watching. That's it and see you on the next one.